What's up? How you doing? Hold on a second. My stuff's all choppy in it. Right on. I gotta fix my internet. AAA, what's going on? Give me a second. Is my camera image all fuzzy? I'm dying here. Oh, it's all good. Hi, Dorothy. Give me a second, you guys. For some reason, my camera it's all fuzzy and it keeps pixelating. That's better. Sorry, you guys. I had to restart my phone on the internet. Hopefully, it's not all pixelated when I'm doing this. All right. So, it looks like it's gonna do that same thing. Shit. Well, I don't know how well this stream is gonna go when it comes to seeing stuff, you guys. I'll be able to see you in chat, but I don't know how well my internet is just start acting up. So it's kind of ironic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through half of a chicken minor bag. It was a 3-pound bag, and I separated it. So we're gonna go through half of one of those right now and see what we come up with. So I'm gonna classify it real quick. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and everybody who has a spouse, please tell them I said Happy Mother's Day. So looking at the rocks here, there's really nothing special. I'll wash them off here, but I don't see anything that says big nugget of gold or anything. This was the bag that was opened up, so I saved everything that was spilled. Yeah, my camera is horrible right now, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Audio is good, but the video is horrible. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm still going to find some gold here. So just hang out. We'll still talk. I can still see chat. And when the time comes, it will focus on what I'm trying to show you. So we're just going to keep trucking along here. Everybody have a really good Mother's Day. I hope. That's great. Hey, Southeast, welcome in. Jason Cheddar, welcome in. You guys, I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to chat, so if I missed you when you came in, please excuse me. But welcome in everybody who is here. Empty Pan, welcome in. I'm sorry about the video, you guys, but I appreciate you coming by. For some reason, my internet just went really crazy. This is Chicken Miner. Now, I separated the bag. It was a 3-pound bag, so I have half of it for tomorrow. This is the breakdown. I got 3 classifications. I don't think I'll find anything in the +6, but we're gonna try to find some shiny. So here we'll just be cleaning some rocks, really, because I don't think there's going to be anything in here. But you never know. I know the video is horrible, so thank you all for still being here. And if you came in and I missed you, sorry, welcome in. I appreciate you coming by and checking me out, watching me pan for some gold. I know, it's pretty bad. I don't know why my internet did what it did, but it's just... I don't want to get up and restart my modem and wait and do all that. I just want to truck along. So I appreciate everybody for still sticking around, even though it's... Yeah, okay. So nothing but some rocks is what I thought. So we'll move on to the next one. See if we get anything in this classification. Yeah, the video's not all that great, but the audio is still good, and you guys can still chat, and I can still try to keep up with chat while I'm doing this. So we'll see how this goes. Nothing in that one. Pan it back one more time just to make sure. Yeah, nothing there. That's alright. We got a lot of dirt to move, so. Doing good, Alan. How are you? AAA, thanks for coming in. I know Empty Pan's here. Thank you. Bob, you're here. Thank you. Dorothy's here. I wasn't sure how many people were going to show up because it's Mother's Day. You know, I know that people have obligations and things, but I just really wanted to go through some dirt and find some shiny, you know, scratch that itch. Especially after doing Bob's bag the other day. I know that was a special bag made for me, so, but still, it was nice painting it. There was no idea how much gold I'm going to get on this portion that I'm doing because I just separated the dirt. Oh, it's awesome hanging out with you too, AAA. And you too, Empty Pan, Bob. B. Taylor, welcome in, man. Curtis, I was over on your channel earlier watching some videos. I know, right? I don't know if we'd be getting a gold nugget, but we definitely is guaranteed a 0.75 for the bag. So we haven't found anything in this classification yet, but we only got one more pan of it left, and then we start working on some of the smalls. Seems that if we're going to find gold, it's going to be in that classification because I haven't found anything in this one yet. And it was a 3-pound bag, so I did separate it into two. Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Oh, you found a broken ladder dollar bill? That's cool. So I separated the pay dirt into two because it was a 3-pound bag. So there's no guarantee as to how much I'm going to get in this side. But we'll still weigh it and log it just to make sure I get the guarantee. I'm not a reviewer or anything, but I just like coming on, painting for gold, and talking with all you guys. It's a great community, and I found some gold in this one. There's a little bit of gold right there. That's good. I was kind of thinking I was going to get skunked on this classification. So oh, I'll definitely go through it a second time just to make sure I do get everything. I'll dry the tailings out here. So we'll see what this one brings. Maybe we'll get some more shiny on this one too. It's pretty dirty. I mean, it's dirt. Like, you know, it hasn't been gone through. It's dirt. Which is cool, because that's why I do this. And Marsh, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I know the video sucks, but the audio is good. And I appreciate everybody for coming in, especially on Mother's Day, because I know people have things they're doing. Just figured if I was going to pan and try to find some shiny, I'd just go live and see who showed up. Quite a few people, looks like. Hey, well, bouncing around. I appreciate you still bouncing in and saying hey. Thank you. Pan it back, see if we can find anything. Actually, wow, that's nice. Check that out, you guys. Oh yeah, dude, check this out. This is a big one right here. That's pretty good sized. It's a nice little picker. Couple of them. Not bad. That classification definitely yielded pretty good. Deneen, huh? Thanks for coming in. If you're a mother, Deneen, happy Mother's Day. A little guy just sitting over off to the side, so this guy can't snuff her up. Those ones I can't though. So not bad on that classification. Honestly, it was looking pretty grim there for a minute because there was literally nothing coming out of any of the first like 3 pans. Let's start off by doing a couple of scoops of some dirt, see what we can do. I'm gonna have to go and get some more water here in a minute. Welcome in, Cindy. Let's see what we can find. You know what, you guys, I gotta get more water. You have to give me just a second. All right. 4 hours to get all the silver out of that bag? That's a long time. It is a fun bag, I would imagine, but that is a long time. I'm getting down there, see if we can find some gold in this first couple of spook shovels. Hopefully you get a package soon, B&B. I don't like USPS, and I can set it up through a online account and then pay for it at work. So I do see gold. Just trying to. Trying to pan it back so I can get rid of some of the sand that's up there. Pretty small gold in comparison to what I just pulled out on that other classification. So no, I said in comparison, it's not by any means flour gold. They're just smaller flakes. Actually, I'm just going to swoop them up right now. All right. So got that one. So far, bag's really not turning out too bad, especially with that big old picker that was in that first, like, fourth pan, the second to last pan. So it didn't turn out bad. Elle, welcome in. Deneen, again. Cindy, if you're taking off, good night. Well, thanks again, everybody, for coming in. Hanging out with me while I find some shiny. Empty Pan had a video on earlier. Bray went to go a rock show, gem show, and there was some really, really nice pieces there. Like this one custom piece this lady had made for her that was a seashell, like a snail shell, and it was opal and had small little opal fragments all up in it. Oh, it was pretty sick. Sweet little old lady. Starting to get some black sands. Let's paint it back from here. So we got. Yeah, that was a really, really nice piece. And honestly, I'm not big into gems, but like gemstones and rocks. I mean, it's you find them when you're painting. You know what I mean? And that's cool. My daughter is the one that is the biggest into rocks, and so just watching the way she gets excited about them is amazing. And rocks are cool. Don't get me wrong. They're not my bag, baby. And this one's got some pretty decent gold in it too. No, it's not. However, it helps with the cleanup because dirt's dirty, right? So the less dirt I have in this pan, by washing it out and dumping the dirtiest dirt on this outside part, I mean, ultimately, I rush the process a little bit, but this is pretty dirty. So this should ultimately be more clear, but it helps contain the mess. But you ultimately only need one pan to do it. I know you were talking about wanting to maybe do it. What I would do is get a starter kit. It'll come with like a pan like this, a small vial to put your gold in, something like this, and then a small bag of pay dirt. It costs like $35 or something. You'll get a snuffer bottle like this as well to suck your gold up with. And then when you're ready to buy actual pay dirt, I can tell you right now, there's a handful of people on here right now, possibly, that do pay dirt. I know Bob doesn't do. I know B&B doesn't do pay dirt. He does reviews. So, no, let's see, has a special day. So no pay dirt there. Empty Pan, do you do pay dirt? I believe you do. So when you're ready to buy pay dirt, Empty Pan here, he does pay dirt. Get in touch with him and buy some pay dirt from somebody who's in the community. Support the local guy. You don't sell pay dirt. Sorry. Well, when you're ready to buy it, let me know. I'll get you in touch with somebody. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, To does pay dirts. Um, Baron does pay dirts. Culver does pay dirts. They're just not on the stream right now. I was trying to get him in touch with somebody on the stream right now. or get her in touch with somebody like that on the stream right now. But there's multiple people that do pay dirts. So when you're ready, let me know, or I can send you in the right direction. There's anybody here can help you with that too. First things first is just getting a pan. Trust me, there's nothing like finding gold in the bottom of a pile of dirt. Like you said, like MSJ said earlier, because he was actually he popped on one of my streams one day and commented on one of the videos about panning gold. Said he wanted to do it, and now he's talking about at the coin show that there's a place over there that you can pan for gold, and he wants to do it. So it's addictive too. Once you do it, and it's gold, it's like the ultimate precious metal that we stack for. Right here at the bottom of a pile of dirt. Once I finish uncovering it with this little bit of water here. And it's starting to show its beautiful face. There we go. Gold right there. My daughter is a rock hound as well. She loves gems and rocks and stones. The troubled one, T.O., somebody mentioned his name. He made her a special, or he made her a bag of pay dirt. Had some pretty cool stuff in it. So yeah, not bad there either. Just trucking along. I mean, we'll be here for a minute still. But the dirt's pretty easy to pan. It's just dirt. I'll go through the tailings again, of course, just to make sure that I didn't lose anything. Empty Pan, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming by, man. Have a good night. It's hard, but you know, I am a father of 3, so. Mega Silver, welcome in. It's hard to do, but I have my 55-inch flat screen TV up on YouTube, and so I can follow chat there because it's really big and easy to see just upon a glance. Because I use my phone for the streaming. All right, hold on a second, you guys. I gotta smurf some people up. B, I got you too. Who else is in here that's not? Who else is in here that's not blue? Say your name, forever hold your peace. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, bro. Yes, he is. B. Taylor, say something. Nah, you're good, bro. I got you right up there. So now you can sub up anybody here. Steven Stark, welcome in. I appreciate you coming in. Let me go ahead and pan this back. There's a lot of black sands in this one. All right. Let me get half the dirt out of the way. Let's see what else we can do. I see some shiny coming up here on the corner on the right side of the pan. Quite a bit, actually. Pretty decent little pile. Not bad. Pretty decent amount. Night, Curtis. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. So moving along pretty good, actually. Gold recoveries looking pretty good. From what I can see and the pace that I'm on, it looks like I'll probably hit the minimum for sure. Is the video cleared up now? Are you guys there? Take it easy. I was just making sure I didn't lose anybody because my internet's been really bad. It just started acting up the minute I started panning. But my video seems a whole lot clearer. Is everything all right? No more pixelations? I'll pan this back, see what we got. I see gold. Sweet. That's good because there's nothing like showing you a pixelated picture of gold. So yeah, not bad on this one either. Couple of decent pieces up there. Get her with the old sniffer bottle. Night B&B. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Hit me up tomorrow. Yeah, LB&B, he's solid. He's a really good friend of mine in the community. I found that it's amazing how much the people in the coin community and stacker community, um, and the prospect community, how much they are like. It's pretty cool. Teo, I didn't see you sneak in, brother. How you doing? Then again, I have been focusing on getting some shiny. Pay dirt vids are good. B&B, he does pay dirt vids. Paul, welcome in. Give me a second, Paul. Let me get you smurfed up. Alright, Paul, you're blue now. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow either, but I do have Tuesday off. So one small day and then another luxury day, so I can burn through a day to get a day off. Send me an email. All right, bro. I'll hit that up when I'm done here. Yeah, man, I smurfed you up. That way you can pop on anybody's channel. That's all. See, everybody can pop on each other's channels and subscribe to them if it's what they're into. So I just don't want anybody to have, everybody should have free access to each other's channels and just by able to click on it and chat. Well, you should try it. I mean, look, going mining is like stacking, right? The biggest and hardest part is starting because once you start, you gain momentum and then it's all easier to go from there. Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in, Cartier. The biggest thing is just starting. So get a pan, get some pay dirt, with a guarantee so you know how much you're supposed to get out of it, guaranteed, and start practicing, start panning. The more you do it, the better you get. Um, B&B Pater, he does panning, and I didn't really think my panning skills were all that great, but he did tell me that I do pretty decent. So, but still, the more you do it, the better you get. It's all about practice. And there's so many different methods to how people pan things back and things like that. So, but it's definitely worth it. So many different ways to do it. Biggest thing is starting. Lots of black sands in that scoops, those couple of scoops. Way more than the other ones that I've done. Take a little extra time, get all that gold separated from it so it doesn't wash away. You don't pick up a whole bunch of black sands. Makes it so when the snuffer dump comes, because I'm going to ultimately do a snuffer dump here. Oh, that sucks. I just did exactly what I was trying not to do. A3, what's up, buddy? Hold on a second. Alright, you're smurfed up. I don't know if it's shiny yet. I definitely see a piece right up there. Come on. Definitely some shiny up there. These black sands out of the way. Oh yeah. Look at that. Definitely some good shiny in there. Let's get that snuffered up real quick. Oh, nice. All right, so I got all that. Hey, Cartier, I was thinking about this. You know, you can wait to send the bar for when you send the shovels or the shovel. If you want. That would save on the amount of packages you need to send out. I mean, we are literally coast to coast. I appreciate it. And one to me, one to B&B. If you don't mind. Liberty Bleed Seeker that I didn't see? Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Well, it's awesome, A3. Thanks for all the support. And by the way, I got everybody's stickers up on the board. I'm going to do a post or a small little video showing it. To do the panning, I have to set my tripod up and take it from where I would do my normal coin stuff and my normal videos. That's where my sticker board is. But I did get it up there, and it's so it's like a 2x3 sticker board, and it's almost halfway full already. I didn't do any dupes, just singles. If I put dupes up there, I'd be full. But I just want everybody here to know thank you, because I know everybody here has sent me a sticker of theirs. So thank you all very much for all your support. I appreciate everybody here. Yeah, everybody that has a tendency to stop by any of my streams, I would have no problem subbing to. Super cool people, super cool content. For the ones that make it, for the ones that don't, are even cooler because they're just here to support, which makes it even more awesome. All right, bro. See you later. I'll see you later. I'll catch you on another stream. Thanks for hanging out, man. Spending your break with me. And that, L, are you still in the chat? There you are. L, that is what I mean by prospecting community is cool, like the coin collecting community. Yeah, Liberty, you're all over the place too. And of course, I'm going to go through my tailings because I even think you could be the best panner in the world and you're still not going to get every single bit on the first run. Dear ADHD, huh? Nice. I feel you. I'm not ADHD, but I am all over the place too. I like to show my support You know, I started a channel because my daughter asked me to, and kind of, egged me on. And so I started a channel, and then every time she's my biggest fan, dude. I'm serious. Every time it grows, every time I get an extra subscriber or it jumps, she knows. And just the fact that this many people care about the kind of stuff that I'm into is awesome. You guys stop by, you watch my videos, you stop by my lives, you come and you hang out, you say hi. You're active in chat. You're not just sitting there, you know, riding along, because there's nothing worse than doing a live, having 10 people in there, and nobody says anything. Yeah, squirrel. So I am going to stretch this out to 2 more pans before we're done. So I have had to start my stack 3 or 4 times throughout my life due to things that have happened. Um, life taken over, unforeseen circumstances that I just didn't, I had to dip into it and liquidate it. But I'll be honest with you, the benefit to having it there when I needed it was the reason why you stack in the first place. And so it's always worked out for me. So this time, starting my stack over, I got kids, so I got things were a whole lot different for me. So my stacking goals and stacking reasons have all changed. But I love stacking. I still stack on a schedule every Wednesday. I get paid, so every Wednesday I normally make a purchase. But now having this new LCS in my life that's going to sell me 10-ounce bars for $3.35 all day long, I will be stopping by and buying my silver from that gentleman right there. So I will walk in. Stacking is very addictive. And the benefit to stacking in that sense is you're still feeding your addiction by stacking something, but you're not costing yourself money. You're just converting it into something different. And so that's the greatest thing about stacking is you're not spending money, you're just converting it. And that's the greatest thing about it. I can feed both addictions and accomplish a goal. What is wrong with that? And this here, you guys, this is an easy way to stack gold in that sense. Most of the gold that you pull from, most pay dirts are about 18%. Some can get up to the 20 to 22% range. And purity means something when you're selling or when you're negotiating a cost back on it, depending on who you're selling it to. But this is a way to stack gold. And panning for gold is therapeutic, it's exciting, and it feeds that same addiction of finding something super shiny that's worth something quite a bit, and you preserve your wealth by just converting it into something else. Did I miss something in chat? What's up with Paul? I will do everything not to sell it. Actually, I stack on a schedule, and I actually stack more than I should because my schedule was very conservative when I made it. So all the videos you see of me doing what I do, like that 10-ounce bar, I've already met my silver goal for the year. And then I converted some of that silver into gold at one point. And now I'm building my silver stack back up for what I converted. Which is one of the reasons why we stack silver, is so we can ultimately trade it in for gold. Also, because silver, dude, honestly, walk around with 100 ounces of silver in your pocket on the left side and walk around the 1 ounce of gold on your right side, and you tell me which is easier and more comfortable to carry. Oh, Paul, I'm sorry. I didn't see that in chat. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I understand how that is. My dad was 67, guys. So I understand, Paul. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, my dad went to the doctor because he was having some back pains, and they were scanning his spine, and they found a lump, and then diagnosed him with stage 4. Sounds like Paul's dad was a victim of the same thing. Cancer, man. It's the one thing you really can't escape when they say you got it, because it always keeps coming back. But 4 months after he was diagnosed, he was dead. And honestly, we were contemplating, doing treatment, but honestly, it might have been, of course, it'd be easier to carry around the 1 ounce of coin. And that's the reason why we stack, is to convert it to gold. So we're just waiting for that to drop. So stack up on your silver, right? And if it drops, like everybody's saying it's going to, and reconverts, that's going to make a lot of stackers some pretty rich people if they sell. Because yeah, cancer's a bitch, man. Cancer is a bitch. We started with radiation, and after the first visit, he's like, "Boy, I tell you, like, I feel like and he was able to walk around, get up, and do everything he needed to do. He was working still, so he was able to work. But once we started his treatment, it was all over. Once we started his treatment, his health declined dramatically. It was the worst thing that I think we could have done, knowing that he had cancer. Yes, that is good because my dad worked himself from working to 4 months to being in a bed, and I was his physical therapist trying to work up his leg muscles so he could try to walk again. So, yes, I understand 100%. The decline was so dramatic, it was insane. It depends. It depends on how much gold you have, right? It really does. But a lot of people have been doing that. But for me, what I'll do is I'll slow down on gold because I buy gold and silver every week. I try to buy gold and silver. But I'll slow down on the gold and I'll go heavier on the silver to compensate for the way the GSR is right now because of what it is. That way I'm not sacrificing anything that I've worked really hard to get. Stacking gold, man, stacking gold is hard to do. It is, especially being a single dad, paying $1,000 a month in child support and still supporting everything the kids need. It's hard to do. It is. So the fact that I have gold stacked is a huge feat for me. So right now I'm just focusing more on silver. That's why I bought that 10-ounce bar because I took what gold money I would have spent and I moved it over to silver. And I just went heavy on silver. And with if he's going to keep selling me 10-ounce bars at 335 or like $5 over what the spot cost would be, I will be stopping by every 2 weeks buying 10 ounces of silver from him. Yes, because it only goes up. It will only go up no matter who you talk to. They say to time the depths. I get it, but if you stack on a schedule, you're evening out your GS, your DCA, and you're making it so you're still building your stack. You just buy less metals, but you're still building your stack, and you got to constantly buy, constantly stack. Wear it out, humble. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, but only stack what you can. If that's a dollar face, that's a dollar face. If it's 2 ounces of silver, then it's 2 ounces of silver. The biggest thing with stacking silver is starting. How are you having issues selling 2.5? How are you having issues selling that? I think it'd be pretty easy for you to sell. I help out as often as I can when it comes to certain things. Like I will buy food for somebody things like that. I do what I can to support. I know what it's like. I've been there. I also, oh, I almost, well, I do what I can. I mean, all of you guys do. Like Cartier Silver, he pours things and donates to World Warriors or Wounded Warrior Project. Everybody here does their part to help somebody or to do something like that. Pay it forward. I just appreciate you all being here, hanging out with me. I think it's super badass that everybody here showed up on Mother's Day in the evening, wherever you are, to hang out with me. Some poor schlub trying to find gold in some dirt. You can make a pay dirt and sell it? Would it be silver based or gold? I mean, you're a mega silver stacker, right? I'm assuming you're meaning a gold pay dirt. Nobody wants placer these days. You know, ironically, I grew up on a placer mine and didn't realize it was a placer. I mean, I knew it was a placer mine, but I didn't realize the significance of it while growing up. My address was 1378 Placer Road. Liberty Bleeds, welcome in. Or thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry, not welcome in. You've been here for a while. Thanks for hanging out. Are you taking off? Well, thanks for coming in and hanging out, buddy. Have a good night. Well, we are on the last pan of the first part of this. and then we're going to pan it out, or we're going to do a snuffer dump. I'm going to finish cleaning some of the rest of the sands out of it because there's going to be some. It's not going to be a lot, but there'll be some. So I'll finish cleaning that out after I get some clean water here. Find out how much shiny we got in this first half. I'd imagine we're not going to do too bad because it depends on how you ship. From what my understanding is, you need to go USPS and you need to go flat rate. And you get your envelopes, just go online and get them that way. From what I've heard, that's the way to do it. But I don't ship pagers. I just heard that that's the way to do it. Let's pan this last bit back and see how much we got. This is always the worst part, right at the end, where you just want to wash it over really quick. You always have to worry about washing away gold. Liberty Bleeds, thanks for coming in. We'll see you later. Waller, thanks for coming in. Look at you. Appreciate you coming by, bro. Good night, Liberty Bleeds. Thanks again. B, thanks for stopping by, bro. Oh, we got some shiny here. these black sands away from the gold. But we did get some shiny right up in there. I'll get the rest of that separated here in just a second. All right. Snuffer bottle out here. All right. Sweet. So half the bag of the chicken miner, well, approximately half the bag of the 0.75 guarantee is panned. So I can't do that just yet. So this actually is going to be a pretty good haul. We get these black sands separated from the gold. Almost done. That was a whole lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. I want to buy a dredge too, but you know what I really want to buy? I know it is a nice juicy pen, right? I want to get a cleanup buddy, like the one B&B has. That's what I really want. I just lose my. Of course I did. Oh yeah. Well, I want to. Okay. Yeah, I want to. Like I said, I want to get one because it's gonna make going through the rest of the remainder of the pater not much more foolproof. You know, I'm not a bad painter, but when you have a lot of material to work, it does make it easier, less tedious. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's what I would do. It'll save me time, is essentially what I would do because going through and finding most of the gold in a pay dirt right away, I do, right? But you always know that there's always a little bit of something in every single one of them, and you spent money on it. You don't want that gold to go to waste, no matter how little amount it is. But then there's always that gamble, like, did you nail it on the first run? Is there something left? You know, and it takes the time of working it all. So you either repan it all and spend just as much time looking for nowhere near the amount of gold on the first run, or you get like a sluice cleanup buddy and make your life easier. That's pretty good. I'm gonna start drying it, see where we're at. But not a bad haul. So what we need to do is raid AAA. Good luck with that, you guys. I'm sitting on a gold mine. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad haul. Let me get this dry and find out where we're at. Now this bag busted open. Like, well, not busted open, but one of the corners was punctured. Now I'm confident that it wasn't from Chicken Miner, like it happened while in transit. But I did email Chicken Miner and tell them, you know, they assured me that there was no way I lost any gold. So, but from what I'm seeing here, to start, because I still have some to process, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like we're going to pay off. You know, it was a guaranteed 0.75 bag that I paid $90 for. Let me move this. Way more water in the pan than I usually have, but that stuff was pretty dirty. But that's what you look for. Dirty pay dirt is good pay dirt because that just means it hasn't been processed and ran through, which is what we all look for. I don't want dirty pay. I don't want clean pay dirt. I want dirty pay dirt. Makes them more authentic. Goomba, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in. You caught us right at the tail end. I already panned everything. I'm just waiting for it to dry. I will probably end up streaming maybe tomorrow or Tuesday the rest of the pay dirt and then getting a total weight after it's all done. Oh, did you guys see this? I got this from Bob over at B&B Pay Dirt. Like, I'm on the West Coast, so we don't see stuff like this. This is a lump of coal. It's actual coal. So my kid's eyes got the size of this fucking pan when I put it in her hand. She's my rock hound, so she was pretty surprised when she saw it. It was pretty cool. April, hold on a second. Let me get you smurfed up. All right. So now you're blue, April. Well, I don't see it down here in Washington. AAA. I can't think of any area around here that has it that I can think of. Walk along the railroad tracks and I'll find it. I bet I probably would find some walking along the railroad tracks. You're probably right, Kuba. You are probably right. I didn't even think about that. But this literally is coming out of the ground at the base of the trees when he walks up the mountainside behind him. It's amazing. I watched his tour on his road, so I just asked him to grab me some. So he sent me some in the last Pater bag. He sent me that. I thought it was super cool. It didn't cost me nothing. I didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to work for it. He just walked out back on a hike with his kid and grabbed it for me. I thought it was pretty cool. Got that gold dry. We're gonna find out how much we got on this first little half of the bag. This was a 3 pound bag, so I just didn't want to pin all 3 pounds tonight. I figured I'd separate it up in a couple of runs because that's a lot of dirt to run through. I didn't think about that. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are on right now. All of you guys. My mom had a nice, chill, relaxing day. When I talked to her, she was, of course, Deneen. And of course, thank you, both of you guys. Being a mom's hard to do. People don't realize it, but being a mom is hard to do. I give it to you. My mom, when I talked to her, she was relaxing, drinking coffee, petting her cat, watching a TV show, getting ready to go do some flowers. Hopefully, she got out of the rain before. So, we got a rainstorm that happened for about 30 minutes. It was just a treacherous downpour and then nothing. No more rain, nothing after that. So, hopefully, she got out before that happened. Broke Stacker, welcome in, brother. Just finishing up on the first half of a 3 pound bag of pay dirt from um, Chicken Miner Pay Dirt. I separated it into 2 bags so I could do 2 times because I didn't want to sit here and pan out 3 pounds worth. Yeah, see, the thing about the rain is I don't mind the rain. I live in Washington and it rains all the time here, so I don't mind the rain. Um, the rain actually breaks up really hot days during the summertime. It'll rain for a couple of days and cool off the ground, and I'm completely down with that too. But when it happens for 30 minutes straight like it did, it just fucks up traffic more than anything. That's the only reason why I don't like it when it comes the way that it does. Yeah, I know. See, that's the thing is April's gloomy, coming into May, it starts to break and it starts to get better around here. And for like 3 months, we have decent weather. Um, but I don't like super hot. I live up here because I don't like super hot. So when it starts to get warm, I long for those days where it rains and cools things off for a little bit. Yeah, see, heat would be unusual for us right now as well because of the climate that I mean, our heat has been moving later and later in the month, so really it really wouldn't start getting super warm till the middle of July, and it would last through August, September, and into October, like it did last year. I know it's been weird weather patterns everywhere. Actually, shipping's been a bitch just about anywhere you're sending something. You were gonna go live tonight, but you just got home. Yeah, that makes for a late night for you. You're on the East Coast, right, Brooke? Idaho. Oh, so it's not super late for you. I just went on a whim. I was like, screw it, let's just log on. I told AAA in a message earlier because he was messaging on one of my videos that I was going to go on at about 45, and I logged on and just people started showing up. I just figured if I was going to pan the dirt, I might as well get a video out of it. You know, that's what I hear is the best thing to do. Cartier, that's what I hear. That's what I hear is the best thing to do. I mean, that's what they say to do in the news, anyways. That's what they're saying to do in the news. See, I don't edit, dude. I am like the worst at editing. I don't know how to do it. I don't have a computer. I mean, I have a MacBook, or not a MacBook. I have a Chromebook, but I don't know. I don't know the first thing about how to edit a video. So I give it to YouTube Raw. You do it all on the phone. See, that's nuts, man. I don't I don't know how you do it. Maybe we could get together when you're ever in Washington. Maybe we get together sometime and you could show me how to do it, man. Because I could use a tutorial on it. But honestly, like seriously, it is what it is. I either have cool, awesome edited videos or I don't, and I'm okay with that. I'm still making content and what I want to do. You know, I'm if something spectacular happens and somewhere down the line I get monetized, that'd be awesome, and I put more into it. But at this point, man, I'm here. I'm just a poor schmuck having fun, man, talking about what I like to do, and I just appreciate everybody here that helps and hangs out. And but man, if you want to get together and just show me how to do it, I am completely down. Completely down. I would love to learn how to do it. I just thought it was more. It seemed like it was more daunting than I thought. It just seemed like it was way more of a way more of a pain in the ass than I thought. But dude, if you do it on your phone and it's easy, show me. I'll pay you to show me. I'll send you silver. Email me so we can exchange info. I imagine that it is. Yeah, see, like I said, I give it. See, that's what I'm saying. I just give it to YouTube Raw. You know, I just film it and put it up. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's not. But honestly, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just a poor schmuck up here, just trying to, put up stuff that I like to do. And fortunate for me, there's people out there that like what I do. You know, they support my channel. They watch my videos, and it's awesome. It's awesome. You guys are a great community. Everybody in every community that I've ever really been with or dealt with, for the most part, has been great. Good night, Dorothy. Have a good night. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. I know you'll catch me on the next one when I finish it up, and then you'll know how much gold we totally have. But I'll see you later. Thanks for coming in. Paul's taking off too? All right, Paul. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out, chilling, and chatting, just BSing. Let me check this gold to see where we're at. Almost. Almost. About another minute and a half or so. No, thank you, man. I appreciate you continuing to come in too. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Dude, we're almost there. I'm almost done drying it up. Almost done. Just about. I just checked it. It's waiting on this tiny little bit left. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, AAA. I'll check into that. Like I said, I don't edit, but I really want to do it. I just always considered it more daunting than it needed to be. All right, we're dry. We are dry. All right, so let's move that. Show you what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at for gold. And it's got a pretty good sized picker in there. I'd almost say it's a small nugget. But we'll find out in a second here when we weigh it all up. So let's weigh up that small little nugget picker. Oh, hold on a second. It weighs 0.222. That small little one. That little slash picker slash nugget. I don't know what weight it has to be considered a nugget. I do need one of your silver frying pans. That would be sick. Maybe one day I'll be blessed to have one in the mail. All right, so let's weigh it up. Let's see where we're at. Ironically enough, those black sands are just black sands. So I'm really not gonna, I'm just gonna put those right there just in case. I don't see anything in there. If there is, it's super, super fine. But for right now, for what I just weighed up, we are at 0.72. Now this is a 0.75 guaranteed bag. Black gold, yes, I know. There's always a little something. So that's why I put it in the pan. So this was a guaranteed 0.75 bag, and this right here is 0.72. You guys a good look at it. Not a bad haul at all. There is a tiny little bit of black sands in there already still, but I'll deal with that as the time comes. 0.75. This is Chicken Miner Pater. This is the nugget I got out of the bag I got from B&B Pater that I panned last night. That is a nice nug. It weighs 0.445. Biggest piece of raw gold I've ever had in my hands. That one right there. And that small nugget is definitely going to come into a not close, but second place for sure, being what it weighs. So let's go ahead and transfer this over. Night broke. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to knock the black sands in anyways, because I know there's probably some little, maybe some flour gold in there with it, but not bad. 0.72 or 0.721, I should say. I believe it was 0.721, because I have a new scale now that actually gives you a good weight. So I still have half to go. I'll be doing that one on another stream here in a day or two. But not bad. Not bad at all. My total haul on this one, thanks, B. all that I've done for all the panning that I've done, I think that I'm probably close to, I'd say close to an ounce that I've panned of gold. I don't have an ounce to show you because I've, like I said, fallen on hard times, so I had to do stuff and get rid of things. So, um, but yes, close to an ounce. Right now, I probably have close to 6 or 7 grams on me right now. But I go out and hit rivers too. I haven't filled any of that content, but I'll be doing that soon. Going out and hitting rivers and creeks. The weather's getting better and the creeks and stuff are getting lower, so it'll be easier to process. I have a sluice fox sluice. I am a fairly decent panner, I would say. Not the best, not the worst. I'm decent at it. I'd really hate to think that there's that bag's gonna have that much gold in it, but to think that half of the bag I pulled 0.721 out is pretty good because that means at a 0.75 bag, if you do the math, being half of it, that means I'd be close to a gram and a half gold out of that bag. Now, I don't think I'll be getting that much. I'm just working the logical thought process. Cartier, what time you got? That's what I was thinking. All right. So yeah, if you guys haven't already emailed me and I sent stuff out to you because I don't know. I mean, it was a long list of things that I wrote out. If you haven't, I got stickers and a few poker chips. So if you want one, email me and I'll get it out to you. Humblestacker7@gmail.com. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm down completely. Stickers are nothing special. That's what you're gonna get, and poker chip. I love the poker chips though. Poker chips are sick. Well, are you guys? I'm gonna hit. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by and coming and hanging out with me. It means a lot actually to know I got this many people that support what I do. So thank you all for coming in. Thanks, AAA. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. Everybody have a good night. Thanks again. I'll talk to you all later on the streams. Yeah, Teo, do that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.